Test plan: there will be 3 tests from 3 positions on various common props. This will exaggerate the performance of the muzzle devices. Slight point of aim shift between the attachments. These are the first shots ever through the suppressor and ATS brake. Distance is 300 yards, which means the time of flight is only 0.338 seconds.
Oof.
The recoil with the suppressor is like a gentle push. While the recoil impulse is incredibly soft, it is longer than the snap of a muzzle brake, leading to more time to get back on target and see your impact.
The recoil with the brake is like a quick punch. While the physical recoil impulse is shorter, it is accompanied with a flinch from the concussion, leading to a potentially equivalent or greater reaction time to the suppressor without a flinch. The brake has a noticeable downward push, allowing for better free recoil shooting. The ATS has more recoil than the Botnia but with slightly less concussion. It still has the shorter recoil impulse of a brake, but potential for resisting flinching like a suppressor. Despite being a middle ground, it is still concussive and not quite as effective as the Botnia. The suppressor is very gentle. The brakes provide less overall recoil with added flinch. The Botnia seems to eliminate the vertical recoil unlike the ATS and suppressor. Due to ammo, time, and battery life on my phone, the ATS is being removed from this comparison. The Botnia better highlights the pros of a brake. The ATS definitely has its place and is a worthwhile investment. In this portion, we will also test the rumored benefits of rotating the ports of the brake on the suppressor to 12 and 6. Supposedly, this transforms the recoil impulse of the suppressor to act like a brake. I now have 10 to 15 rounds through this suppressor. On the last shot, I managed to subconsciously keep my eyes on target and not flinch. The appeals of a suppressor are very apparent. Now let's time the ports at 6 and 12. The Thunderbeast Magnus RR product line makes it easy to time the brake. Simply loosen the lock ring, rotate the brake, and tighten it again. Despite not using a spanner, it never once came loose when hand tightening. I'm slightly disappointed in the 12 and 6 configuration. I did not notice any benefit in the change and if anything felt more vertical recoil. Several reviewers have claimed this is the end-all solution, so I will continue to test this. One thing I found interesting while editing is that the gas appears to only travel through the bottom port of the brake in this configuration. This could explain the added felt vertical recoil. This could also be visual tricks with the background and is to be taken with a grain of salt. A redesigned brake end cap with ports only on the sides and top would be interesting. As previously stated, the differences between the two configurations are minuscule in this test environment. I would like to test more, at a higher frame rate. Until I get clearer results, the standard 3 and 9 configuration will be used. This footage surprised me. While this test is not perfectly controlled, it sufficiently highlights how small the difference in recoil being compared is. Nevertheless, the brake clearly has a flatter, smaller recoil impulse. Last test. In this portion we will also get a close-up on my beautiful face to see the differences in flinching, if any. The suppressor is a pleasure to shoot. Once again, without making a conscious effort, I managed to not flinch. With practice, this could be more effective than the brake. The suppressor is obviously quieter and easier on the shooter concussion-wise. This would reduce the fatigue after a long match and be much friendlier to squad mates and ROs. The trade-off is a longer recoil impulse and more reticle movement but minimal flinching. The muzzle brake reduces more recoil and has a shorter impulse, providing quicker time to get back on target. It is arguably better for unstable props and free recoiling. The trade-off is flinching due to the loud and violent nature. I also tend to get a headache after 2-day matches. All in all, I will use the brake until I am comfortable enough with the suppressor. That being said, I don't think the difference is as big as I previously thought. Thank you for watching. I recorded this footage for personal testing and decided someone else may find this useful. If there are more tests/content you would like to see, please let me know. Enjoy the bonus close-up footage.